What's the feel and vibe like after you guys make plays and find a way to win down the stretch? How different is it this week as you prepare for Vandy?
Yeah, it's a good feeling to come back off a win. Like when you go through struggles, you lose. Like you're going through growing pains. You're going through the valley. You're just trying to remember that feeling of how it is to win, and we got that feeling back. And I know it brought joy to a lot of people. It brought joy to Coach Freeze, the staff, administration. But just to gain momentum and confidence from it, I think we've gained the momentum and confidence we need. And it starts today, just continuing and carrying that momentum into a Tuesday practice, which is our most physical practice. So,
What's the difference? Is it just a matter of making a couple of key plays here or there? Is it just that simple?
yeah, it was just locking in those moments, executing, and defense was on the field, I believe, with a 14-point lead. Understanding that we have to go execute and go seal this game. They broke a kind of a longer run, and then we're in scoring territory. But just remaining calm within the situation and saying that we're going to stop them here and basically put it on us. And um, I know coaches were excited about that, and I'm just excited to see the growth within the defense, being able to get that stop.
How does it feel to be out there with they're at the 2 yard line and you got 6 freshmen out there with
Yeah,
you?
it's a. I've actually never experienced that being out there with that many freshmen, but it just shows how much trust these coaches have in our freshmen. They're talented young guys. They work hard. They carry themselves like pros. So being out there with freshmen, it really doesn't even comprehend. My brain doesn't even really comprehend it because it's just they're dudes, So it's like just being out there with guys that are carry themselves the right way, and to me, are experienced guys.
To first stop them from being able to just hand it off and run down. And then they tried that shuffle pass, which would probably work a lot of times in
Yeah,
that situation.
yeah,
Were y'all just ready for that, or did you just
yeah. It was.
react to it?
Yeah. It was just understanding their tendencies, understanding what they like to do in the red zone, um, understanding that they got a big long gain on a run first, and they were probably going to go back to a run, and then when they eventually went to the shovel pass, that's a typical play on the goal line you see. So I'm proud of how the guys handled it. I'm proud that everybody did their assignment in that moment, and were able to get a key stop in the goal line.
Speaking of freshmen, how much is DeMarcus giving y'all in that linebacker room just with his skill set and
Yeah,
what he can do?
yeah, he's talented. He's super talented. Like, and I always say this. Always compare myself to the young guys that are here now, and I'm like, man, I wasn't as talented as him coming in. Like the things that he can do, just running, hitting, and flying around. I'm just like, man, it took me some time to get to where I'm at, but he's a guy that has it right now. So just understanding the mental component of football, understanding situations, understanding just reading tendencies on the field and being able to diagnose plays, just getting him up to speed in that sense, and then allowing the athletic ability to come through is going to the sky's the limit for DeMarcus.
Spying quarterbacks, one of the toughest things y'all have to do.
Yeah,
Just how rare is it for a freshman to just have that role and
yeah,
the coaches trust him to do
yeah.
ridiculous plays?
I always joke on him. I say he's the perfect QB spy. He's the best QB spy in the country. So just understanding that role and understanding that leverage, and if the quarterback gets off the spot, just using your speed, closing space, like and he's Coach Durkin does a great job in telling him when to trigger and when to sit back. So he's doing a great job in that role. He embraces that role. He's like, Gene, man, I'm excited to go out there and inspire quarterbacks. Like nobody outrunning me. So it's like, man, just continue to try to prove yourself and go out there and make plays.
How valuable is that going to be this week facing the guy that you guys have seen before?
Yeah, it's going to be very valuable. Understanding how much Diego brings to the offense. Certainly somebody that we've seen before, super dynamic, great quarterback. The things that he's able to do this season as a competitor, you can truly admire and be able to go against elite competition like him. So it's going to be big in any situation if anybody's spying him or being able to close the space fast because he's an elite runner.
Reese said he doesn't really go back and watch things from last year. Is it that simple for you, or do you guys have to? Are you still think about that?
Yeah, I certainly do. You're a competitor, so I'm a competitor. So I go back and watch stuff that happened last year and learn from my mistakes and where I've grown individually and then as a defense schematically. So just trying to put ourselves in best positions and understanding what their objective is. I believe the objective will be the same this year. and just go out there and execute the game plan.
How similar is what they're doing at Vanderbilt to what they did last year in New Mexico? Is it pretty similar?
Yeah, pretty similar. There's a lot of carryover and different things that they're doing. I think Diego does a good job in being able to get the ball to the playmakers and doing things well with his legs. And, he's a dynamic runner and got a great running back in number 28 who's a downhill runner and just wants to get those hard yards, dirty five. So it's like, as a linebacker, once again, I embrace the challenge and, quite frankly, it's just, another test for me to go out there and show what I'm capable of and what this team is capable of.
How much from the third series when they started off in your territory until their last drive they did with the goal line stand, they didn't cross the 50-yard line all in between there, not a single time. How much does that do just for your belief and your confidence that this defense can be really good?
Yeah, first I think it's a testament to who we have at the head of it. Coach Durkin calls a great game. Every single time I'm out there, I know that he's going to put us in best situations to make plays, and he has ultimate belief in the players and the system. He has ultimate belief in just to be us going out there and executing the game plan. So, as a player, I can gravitate to somebody that's going to put us in great positions, and he continues to do that. So. Credit to him and how he has called the game, but also credit to our players and them putting themselves in positions to go make those plays and executing all throughout the week, understanding tendencies and being able to play fast style of football. So if anything is complex throughout the week, we always throw it out the game plan, and he wants to make it as simplistic as possible.
You two guys talk about him being an energy guy.
Yeah.
Saturday night, he's running down the end zone, he's jumping up and down after Jay Crawford. I mean, what does that do for you guys as a defense to see him that excited?
Yeah, it's just like, as a defense, you can go to war for a guy like that. Just have somebody that has your back through thick and thin, and just is going to celebrate when you're doing your job to the best of your ability. And we got young guys like Jay Crawford that made plays in those games. Caden Lee had the game sealing interception, so it's like, just seeing how he reacted and just brings us confidence. We're like, man, let's go make a play for Dirk. So, I certainly think about that when I'm on the field and just want to go make a play. And I know he's going to put me in the position to go do it, so I have to go do it for him.
Talking to Blockton last week, and I said, who's the best trash talker up front? I said Asante, obviously. And he goes, no, I don't know, man. He thought it was Dorian.
You think of Dorian?
What do you think about that?
I think I got surpassed, man.
Is he good?
I think I've been surpassed, personally.
Do you think Dorian's a good trash talker?
Yeah, like I think I kind of took it a step back with the trash talk.
Really?
Yeah, just trying to analyze the game a little bit more, and
Okay.
I'm an extremely emotional guy on the field, so like I think sometimes when I get into the trash talk, it may affect me the next play, But Dorian's out there, yeah, he's talking trash. He does not care, man. He'll tell, man, you suck, man. Like, man, you can't play with us. You think you can run here? Like he says all types of like. I wish I could tell you explicitly everything he say, but man, Dorian's out there. When I see Dorian in a different mode, it like brings me into that cycle. Like, man, I got to go make a play because Dorian's always out there flying around and talking, having fun.
Yeah.
You talked about Dirk, but this staff, all the new pieces, and you guys have continued to develop. What do you feel like the future is this year and down the road for this Auburn defense by what Durkin and these guys have kind of put together so far?
I think it's a bright future because you see how these young guys are developing and the development of – they just develop so fast. And I've seen it on the offensive side of the ball too with the young guys. So just being hands-on – the coaches being hands-on with them, working with them day in and day out, understanding their assignments. Somebody was telling me Malik blocked in the defensive line meetings answers the questions before the veteran guys. So it's like just seeing stuff like that is great to see, as a young guy answering the questions that the coach is asking before, veteran guys. It just shows his dedication to the craft, and I'm excited to see them all blossom. I know Jay and Jay Crawford, all the young guys, I know I'm leaving guys out, but they're going to be special group of guys here.
I noticed on Saturday when you blitz and you get back there quickly, and even if you don't get to the quarterback, if they have to blitz, pick up, is there value in that of blowing up the pocket?
Yeah, I think sacks are great, and everybody wants sacks. I want sacks. I tell myself I haven't gotten enough this year, so I got to go get more. But affecting the quarterback is ultimately my biggest goal. When I'm blitzing, I want to be able to get him off the spot. If I'm not able to get the sack, just getting him to step up to where maybe Keldrick and other guys can get to him, and I try to do that with maximum intensity and effort, and I'm going to continue to try to do that, and I know this is going to be a big part of this week.
For
Yeah,
you
man.
being a leader on this team, I mean, do you try to, like you said, y'all played Diego last year and it was a tough game. Do you try to motivate and lean toward that, or do you just go strictly on film for this? You're an emotional guy. I guess how do you balance that?
You certainly do have to balance it, and I think there's a lot of carryover when you play teams and you lose to them, and you're coming into another season where you can get the opportunity to play them again. I know he's not with the same exact team, but he was at the helm of it, So for me, it's certainly a thing where you don't forget anything that transpired. Ultimately, I'm excited that he's having all the success he's had this season. I'm excited that Vanderbilt has had the success they had this season. They got a great team and a great squad. But I don't forget, and I'm gonna make sure this team don't forget.